Hello everybody, welcome back with another episode of The Binding of Isaac's Repentance. We're keeping the streak alive. Now that I said that, we're probably gonna die. But look at our girl, Lilith. Look at that. Oh, really? We should get Bethany unlocked. Oh, but Lazarus, I don't really like Lazarus. Lazarus, wow, actually, Lazarus, I sort of need to beat you. Unlock by beating hard mode with Lazarus. Oh, well, I didn't even do Lazarus. Lazarus and I do not get along. Nuki Luke. I mean, we need it. Watch, I will bet. Okay. I will bet a rare Psyduck common Pokemon card. This is a health down pill. Oh, alright. Oh, it's not Tanuki Leaf? If I remember, if I stand still, yeah, we're invulnerable. Alright. It means nothing, but there are several items that we could beat the game with if we just stand still. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I owe somebody a common Psyduck card. Psyduck. Ow. 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 This is XL? Oh gosh, this is XL. Alright, well. Psyduck. Oh my god, our damage is unbearable. So, why do you really want to die as Lazarus with Lazarus's rags? You'll get a very good damage up. And now that I'm trying to unlock Bethany, like, Bethany, we need to go shopping. We don't really want to do that. Okay. It stinks. Which, I normally just kill myself with Lazarus at any chance I could get. If I get one damage up, like first floor, I just multiply it. And I'm just like, oh, okay. His 3 hearts as Lazarus. You know, I call him Laz because we go way back. Call him Laszlo. Or like any soul hearts, I just keep on the floor. And then bing bang boom. Don't shoot at me. Because if I shoot at you, you're going in there. So another XL. This seed is 2K BA LCAE. Okay. Okay. A bomb for a bomb? Do I do that? Oh, this is a health down. No, it was not a health down. I've been bamboozled again. Free bombs is probably one of the lamest. Honestly, yeah, probably the lamest. Trinket. I couldn't think of the word for whatever banal reason. But playing this back to back, it is seriously like less stressful for sure. And hey, I'll gladly do it. A game I love. See why Hades. I know I've talked about Hades before, where that was going to be the original game for me for my YouTube, believe it or not. But then I decided, you know what? The game actually did not arrive in time. So like 2022, I'm really hoping is my year. I'm really hoping. And I'm putting in a lot of extra hard work, but the game came late, and then lo and behold, silly me, I had to play Hitman 2 for my first game, my game of 2022. I wasn't expecting it. Why must you do that to me, game? Okay. It's not an item room, keep that in mind, but it could be something better. I think most likely what I'm going to do as well in future endeavors, okay, is what... Ooh, that is gross. You know what? No, it's not. There you go. I have a lot of hearts on the ground. It's gonna be fine. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I don't play it because it's one and done, but maybe once. Whoa. All right, well, I don't really know how I feel about this. I mean, I really don't. It's the wafer. It's that is gonna help me so much via the long floor of not dying with Laz over here. But I think at least one time per recording session is I gotta do one mode of greed. Like just maybe one, maybe two. Yeah, if I had creep bombs, this would have been a lot easier. But I'm very interested in getting to do more green mode. No, I don't. I panic every time. I don't know why. It's poop. Like, it's literally poop. I have plenty of time to back away. Now I'm just choking. Now I'm just being a dingle. I took 4 hits. Like, that's not cool. Wow, that's actually pretty good. That's fine. Duke of Flies. Wow, another boss that creep bombs would actually have been good. This is a champion, but since we have a wafer, it is only gonna do half. But both bosses, I should have kept a bomb with. Especially Dingle. Apparently Dingle's my worst nightmare. Now, I have no idea if I go Tanuki suit if it does any damage. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, especially at the beginning of the game. That would just be very, very broken. But 2-shot counting these flies, very, very bad. Very, very bad. I would have loved the Cuban meat, because it may have taken forever. That's like a guarantee that we win. And when I'm scared, like always, no, I'm definitely gonna be playing the blood blank now. We have a 36% chance of deal with the devil. Give me something good. Not enough to kill myself with. Pageant boy. Brilliant. That's very bad. So I'm sorry. This is gonna be a while. Not as long as you think. Not as long as you think, because we're only gonna play it 3 more times. Very unfortunate. I'm not gonna give you any keys because you're mean to me. Well, when your plan works out, my plan worked out. I am so shocked. that generally could not have worked better. Look at that. Look at that. Be like, oh, Joe, you're not gonna get the blood bank. What are you, insane? You never get the blood bank. Never say never. Here you go. Copyright strike right there. Oh, that's comedy right there. That is pure. I just realized our range is pretty bad. Well, there goes deal with the devil. There goes my heart. How much damage are we doing? We're doing base damage. I had no idea the spooters were that strong. I mean, if one of them could blew up, that would have been amazing. All right, so it matters not. It matters not into temptation. We just gotta survive and not get hit because I said so. Weirdly enough, I'm recording this right after the episode with Lilith, and my controller's not acting up anymore. That is very bizarre to me. See, look, if I could dodge that, if you could dodge ball, you could dodge a wrench. That's what I learned. If you could dodge ball, you could dodge a wrench. Okay. Like, I could kill this enemy. I don't know why those doors opened. I mean, was it because my range is so bad? All right, well, GG. It goes to a standpoint where, like, if you get the sun card and you have over like 4 health, 4 red hearts, yeah, you might as well just say GG. Because that second wind on life, that's what it is. It's a second wind on life. It does not matter. Does not matter. Okay, like, seriously though, can we get a damage up? I feel so bad. I truly do. I truly do. I mean, once you ask, you shall get, right? Like, that's what people have told me. I wish, all right, that Stitch was real. Knockout drops, they pack a punch. Yeah, I wish Stitch was real. You wouldn't know me. Actually, see, I can't say that because I would have been like, hey, you know, the question of the day is, what mythical creature would you want real? I have a feeling somebody's gonna be like something inappropriate. I mean, I sort of wish the Splatoon people were real too. The Splatoon people, those people, the Inklings, since I love Splatoon. But, you know, if you say that, you know, those creatures are on a deserted island, okay? Maybe they were real, and we already, like, we were the people that cast them aside, you know? Ow. Ow. You know, did you ever think of that? See, now I feel dumb because I could have got a 15-cent item, but I'm too busy donating. You know, if I had to say it, you know, probably Spyro. Probably. You know, that's the one mythical creature that I'm just like, yo, that's pretty cool. Like, I can't say Alora from Spyro because people would think that's weird. Oh, hey, buddy. Nice to see you again. I still have no bombs for you. Well, you drop your own bombs, I forgot. But, I don't know. I don't know. I will always be in that 90s phase, man. Whoa, buckaroo. So if I just do this, it doesn't matter, right? Like, nothing could run into me. Yeah. So I'm just like invincible right now until I decide otherwise. Okay. Can I just hit something, please? Like, oh, thank you, I guess. That took me way too long to do. Like, that took me way too long. I'm definitely going back. I truly, wholeheartedly thought I would have to use my, my sun card. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's just so bad. That's so awful, actually. Like, using your sun card on, like, one of the easiest bosses in the game? Oh, that ain't me. I'd rather die. But no, there's so many mythical creatures out there. Like the Phoenix from Harry Potter. Like, I feel like just so many creatures have made me cry throughout the years. And I'm just like a big bowl of mesh. I really am. I'm a softie, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I love myself, don't get me wrong. I like how you punch the Diglett and the Diglett don't even move. But I feel like I'm just such a softie. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I'm like Steven. Like, my weapon would probably be healing tears and then a shield. Like, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. And I find that really funny. I always thought, man, I'll be Wolverine. You know, I've always wanted healing factors. That's the one thing that I've always wanted. Like, that's my superpower. You know, it may be lame. It really would. But it's just like, man. And then I respected heroes like Green Arrow out there. Green Arrow is very underrated. You know, Static Shock heroes like that. And it's ow! It's so hard to be like, hey, what's your superhero? I could shoot arrows. Okay, I don't think you understand. Thank you, Placenta. Like, I could shoot arrows, man. I'm like, wow. Like, are you and Hawkeye best friends? Like, come on now. I don't know what that room was, by the way. It was a pretty lame room. Yes, absolutely. Wow, I'm dumb. I should have just went for the bomb so I have more bombs. Wow. And then use that on that. See, so what did we learn today? Don't have tunnel vision. Don't have tunnel vision. See, the one hero that I would never want, you know, like, hey, if you live in a world with superheroes, who would it be? I would not want Superman in my world. Simply because he's the one superhero, majority speaking, that causes a lot more problems than good. That's just it. That's genuinely just it. He's just like, okay, I'm the strongest person alive, fear me. Roll again. What? Roll again? What is that? I know there's... Oh, you're not the rock one. I am terrified right now, by the way. I need damage. But, roll again. Because I know there was one for rocks. This is probably the enemy one. Is the D6 rerolls item? Maybe this rerolls consumables. That's a possibility. I forget what... I never use that one. I mean, our biggest factor is we could punch. That's it. We can't punch with our tiny whittle hands. But we have the fortitude to punch people. Punch enemies. With... I knew I was going to get hit there. With our tears. That's your superpower. You could form your tears into any, not water. You can't, you're not a waterbender, but you could change tears. All right, how does that sound to you? Oh, gee, man. That sounds riveting. No, that sounds lame. I knew it was you. Oh, no. Oh, this is the worst one. This is the one that like resets the enemies and then you fight them again. No, that's lame. That's lame. Stay away from me. 6 feet rule, greed. I have the power now. I want to keep my bombs because for hard bosses. Oh, this is lame. But hey, at least I got you out of the way. At least I got you out of the way. I was actually hoping for greed, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we're going to need help this whole run. We have the sun. This is like where I feel comfortable. We have the wafer, so bring all champions at me. We're good. Okay. See, you scare me, but you're not unscarable. But yeah, what mythical creature, what crazy creature would you want alive? So my final answer. I mean, Spyro. Why do I say Spyro instead of like a big dragon? Is because I don't think Spyro could do that much damage. Like, I'm not in his world, okay? They're on Earth, okay? And I'm playing so bad, I apologize. You know, he's probably maybe 2 feet tall. Fire, that's fine. That's fire. That's fine. But Crash is definitely the safer bet. But here's the thing. I don't like Crash. That's the thing. Crash and I played his games for the first time. Okay. And in my small community, when I was very young, you were either Team Spyro or Team Crash Bandicoot. And you know me. I love Spyro. I still love Spyro to this day. And I just never liked it. You know, I think her name is Tana, but I just didn't like that as a kid. I know that sounds weird, but it just wasn't my type of tea. That was actually the one card I did not want, by the way. Oh my god, I don't know how much life I have. Alright. Well, this stinks. But, I mean, I didn't like Crash also. Whoa! Whoa, Capricorn. Heck yeah. Yo, Capricorn all the way! Stuck. But, it was just the Crash design. I didn't like orange. Either. Funny because of Naruto. But I just don't know what it was where I'm just like, Crash is dumb. And if I'm smarter than this creature, there's a problem. And then when I found out the original voice actor of Spyro, what the heck? No, you don't belong. Was the voice actor of Rocko's Modern Life, which was a very, very fun show in my opinion. Very underrated. I'm probably gonna use a bomb to get out of here. I'm doing so little damage. I loved it. And then when he didn't continue to do it, I can't remember why. And then Tom Kenny picked it up. That's when I'm just like, okay, I'm hooked. Like SpongeBob, okay. The funny thing is, I didn't really like SpongeBob that much. You know, I was probably more of a Disney Channel kid than anything else. And the game, it's so weird how a game could really define who you are. You know, that's the first time I fought Little Gish. Oh, but Spyro only had guns in Spyro 3. You know, when they got it, you know, my mom got it, and it was just like a total crapshoot. It was just like, okay, what do we get? You know, what do we get you? And you know, I'm drooling of the mouth at this time because I didn't know. I didn't think I was gonna get a freaking PlayStation. In a parallel universe, I actually got an Xbox. You know, I believe in that. I truly do. And I would have been a huge Crash fan. You know, how life works out. But it's so crazy to me, you know, as an adult and wiser and smarter, and not by much, but it's crazy how video games really change us as human beings. I find that really bizarre. I truly do. I like how I just punched that zombie to Timbuktu, by the way, because the memories that I have, I have a lot of memories with video games, and one is my sister never played video games. Her and I weren't really that close, but there was one game she really loved, and it baffles my mind to this day, and that was The Simpsons Hit and Run. And it was so crazy that, you know, that was the game she loved, because I was renting it from Hollywood Video. It was just so bizarre. Like, you know, it's The Simpsons. You know, you've never liked The Simpsons, and she was at the age of like getting her license and just driving, and it was like the cutest thing to like retrospect on. I will play you, bud. But it's just crazy that I have that fond memory of her and I playing that game. This is, wow. Okay. I was generally gonna stop there, so that worked out. I did say I wanted damage, so bring it on, Mom. I'm not Isaac. I am Laz. So it looks like we're probably gonna get Bethany, which is good. But this is more of a request. Share with me one video game memory you have with you and a sibling or a family member. I'd love to know, because it means so much to me. I love talking with you guys. I wonder if she could actually step on her hand. I find that intriguing. Guppy's head. Yes. Yes, yes. It's well worth. It's well worth. I have the sun. I have a lot of hearts, and I have the wafer. Yeah. No, this is gold. This is golden. But just the memories that, you know, I try to keep alive. So majority, unfortunately, are pretty sad. You know, But it video games just have really been there. And it's just like, oh man, when I was in high school or middle school, I'm sorry, that is, what year is that? That's 6th year for all my outside of the state. But 6th to 8th year, I'm sorry, what am I talking about? It was elementary through middle school. So I got transferred a lot to all my schools, and my biggest thing was, you know, I didn't really make friends. You know, I couldn't. I was that kid that, you know, switched schools every year. You know, my mom's reasoning for it was, you know, they didn't treat special kids, you know, correctly. You know, my first ever school was a Catholic school, and they hit you. You know, I think I was probably one of the last generations to like experience that, where, you know, they didn't care. You know, it's in a small town that you could basically get away with murder in the school curricular system. And it was just like, okay, you know, my child isn't learning, you know, what the heck are you doing? You know, that was the main thing. Like, what are you doing? And since you're different, teachers didn't really know how to give them love in one regard or another, or care. So it was very, very, very difficult. But now, since times have changed, that's fine. I don't know how that small town's doing in New Jersey. That's where I grew up. But it's a crazy factor to look back on it. But video games never disappointed, and, you know, maybe like once a week we didn't have Blockbuster. Okay, we did not have Blockbuster. But we had Hollywood Video. And that's where I really discovered my love for video games. And every week, I rarely, like, I think I stole a game. And I feel like I say this a lot in this regard, but if you grew up with like a Blockbuster or like a Hollywood Video, you probably accidentally stole a game. And mine is still one of my biggest games of all time, and I hope I could get a copy one day. But it was Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. And oh, I beat that game so many times. And they re-released it on the PS3. And when I was going through hard times, I sold my copy. So that is, one day I will definitely be getting that game again. But all the times that I had, you know, it was a mind thing, because that was a game that I accidentally, you know, took. And when the game was still going on, like it was closing, and it was getting bought out by like another company that I cannot remember. It was before Netflix too, and it wasn't bringing revenue in because it's a small town. But when Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi came out, I think it was the third Budokai game, I lost everything. Like, I think it was Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. That's a mouthful. And it's still, I haven't played it in years, okay? But one day I'd love to do a tournament with the community and everybody that likes Dragon Ball Z. And it was so crazy. You know, just the development factor, be like, okay, son, what game do you want? And I've played some bad games in my day. I played some bad games. I realized I wasn't a football kind of guy, because when they didn't have a game, I saw games that like had really cool covers, and it was like college football, but I didn't know the NFL, so it was like college football. I'm like, wow, this is really lame. And it was for the PSP. Personally, the worst console in my opinion. The worst handheld. I had majority handhelds, like the popular ones and all, but it was just so bad where I'm just like, I'm just gonna stick with games with the DS. And it was just so bad. Hey, the caves are flooded. I've unlocked Rap Baby. I've unlocked Bethany. I've unlocked Bloody Mary. Okay, I guess that's technically beating the game right there. My damage is only 10 and it's apparently maxed out. We're gonna go Isaac. But it is insane. You know, the stories that people have with games. Playing my friend's Nintendo 64 for the first time, that's when I realized how cool Pokemon Snap was. And I'm terrified to play the new Pokemon Snap. I really am. Simply because the nostalgia factor may not be there for me. And you know, that's just fact. I'm a huge nostalgia guy. I just don't know. I can't. The memories I've had with Pokemon Snap and Mario 64, excuse me, Mario Kart 64 is just, oh my god. You know, it's just the memories that really kept me alive gaming. And when I was in the military, I didn't really game at all. You know, it was just like, okay, I'd rather just focus on my work. I'm scared to death, you know, on what's really gonna happen next. And, you know, there was just a time in my life where I couldn't play video games, you know. Via couldn't because either I had family issues, and unfortunately when you're little you could like be distracted, but when you're older and you're living with people that you don't want to live with, oh man, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, what I've learned, and this is what sort of made me an introvert, where if you want to play video games, don't play it in the living room. The only console that I've ever put in a living room was the Wii, and I was just like super defeated at this point, where I'm just like super depressed, and I'm just like, okay, what game could I play? And I played Hearthstone, you know, the card game from Blizzard when it was good. But now that I can play that on mobile, I'm fine. But when I was just defeated with people that just didn't really care about me, I just escaped reality. But when you're older, you just can't do that as often, which is such a sad thing to say. You know, now that I'm alone, I guess that's better. Now that I'm alone, I could basically do whatever I want. But yeah, just for all those people out there, you're definitely not alone. You know, now that I found Animal Crossing, I would love to eventually go back and, you know, play older versions of that. You know, that is one game I'm currently recording as well for the YouTube audience. It's a game that it makes you feel like, hey, you know, you're not alone here. And that's really how it should be, where it's just like, this game has a purpose. What is the purpose of this game? Majority of the time, some have no purpose whatsoever. But Animal Crossing, it's just like, man, I feel alive. I feel alive. And that may be, oh god, That may be like sounding loser talk, but that's really how I feel. That it makes you feel alive. I'm not gonna say it goes to a certain extent where it gives your life a purpose, but in the weird fate of reality, it sort of does. You know what? Screw it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cursed Tower with the Sun card. Psh, no prob. Can't kill me. What are you gonna do? Isaac, what are you gonna do to me? I'm just gonna get up all in your grill. Okay. You know, the saying, it hurts me more than it hurts you. Yeah, it hurts you more than it hurts me. I have the wafer. This means nothing. I have the sun. I have the sun card. Wow, I just realized I was legitimately punching Isaac in the face. You're not dead? How are you not dead? Well, that was hard. Hey, I got Lazarus's rags. Cool. That was a fun run. That was a fun run. This is probably one of the sadder openings or endings. Got Lazarus's rags. Look at that. Look at all that progress. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my rant. I was very ranty this episode. That's good. That's how I want it to be. If you like what you heard and saw, please do consider subscribing if you aren't already. This has been Mr. Joe Wilde and Joe Wilde Plays. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.